You guys don't need to worry about me getting revenge from Diddy. I've got 3 moves that make sure he'll never be able to come after me or my family. First, I personally reached out to the victims' legal teams. The real reason he's not getting out is those buried cases behind the scenes. I provided legal funding for 7 victims who had been silent for years and brought in the top criminal attorneys in the country. Second, I bought up every potential post-release business deal he had lined up. I planned this 2 years in advance, so by the time he got sentenced and still had hope of getting out, every partner had already cut ties with him. Third, I don't just have evidence, I've got backups. This is an entire minefield that's been buried for 20 years. I uncovered every secret from the last 30 years. With testimonies from the victims, we interviewed over a dozen people he tricked, threatened, or violated. You think that's harsh? No, he destroyed other people's lives for decades. I'm just making sure he spends a few extra years in prison for it. I'm not afraid of his people, not afraid of his threats. I know he's still in there fantasizing about a comeback, but the truth is, he's never coming back.
You have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before.
He's got guns and he's got semen-coated VHS tapes. I would have went in a hazmat suit.
This is so sad.
All of it means something a little different to me than it does to everybody else.
Damn. And because Jag knew about this for years.
So what's next, Jag? What happens next? You know?
Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have.
I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected. There's not a day that's gone by in the past 4 years that I don't acknowledge that because of what I choose to do, I might lose my life today. That's a reality. I could let that freak me out. I could let that make me scared. Or I could say, I got good friends, people that believe in me. And I'm just going to keep going full throttle until I.
The hip-hop world is shaken again, not by gossip, but by something far more unsettling. Leaks, coded statements, and the unmistakable tone of someone who feels trapped. With attention circling Diddy and Jaguar Wright, 50 Cent isn't fueling chaos. He's pointing toward a deeper, more dangerous reality lurking behind the scenes. What once sounded like speculation now feels like a web of power plays, broken trust, and quiet control threatening to expose the industry's darkest corners. Jaguar Wright, once praised for her voice and fearless truth-telling, now appears caught between courage and consequence, her recent words reading less like commentary and more like a warning. When she admits she's exhausted from living in fear, it lands as a heavy signal, not theatrics. This is no publicity move. It feels like pressure closing in, a reminder of what happens when silence is challenged. The issue isn't whether her voice is being pushed down, but who benefits from keeping it that way, and why.
Me, and then confirming me, and then talking about, that all happened a day before the report about the 9-year-old boy was released. And before people started confirming that the video that was being shopped around was Bieber and Diddy. See, that's the problem with running your mouth, Vlad. That's the problem. You didn't realize on Monday that every word that you said was going to be invalidated on Tuesday.
Real life. It ain't real life. Just a real life street star. Know what time it is.
he brought you on to speak on Diddy, and it seemed that as if your focus turned to Jay-Z, his wife.
That's always been my focus.
Yes. What?
They're one and the same. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly. Let's deal with the sandwich.
We asked you this last time, and Piers Morgan said it. They're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about what's going on?
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day, and she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
Calling that nigga Love and anything that he did love. Brother Love. What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love? Baby love? Explicit love? Hey! They never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Oh man, it's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All that people talking about fathers.
In the days that followed, her online presence turned into a tense, unfiltered journal. Scattered thoughts, late-night messages, and coded warnings that kept followers on edge. When she claimed she felt watched, her words carried the weight of exhaustion and anxiety, hinting at constant pressure and restless nights, each post pulling people deeper into a troubling picture. Social platforms that once boosted her voice now seemed like her last line of defense, a fragile link to the outside world. Supporters tried to piece together her messages, searching for meaning behind the fear. This was no longer about attention or industry noise. It felt personal, serious, and urgent, making every update feel heavy with risk. When someone's words sound like a struggle to stay ahead of something unseen, it forces a hard question. Is this paranoia or a warning no one wants to face? What remains is not rumor, but a woman trying to be heard in a system built to drown out uncomfortable truths.
Where it just says, Jay-Z is the real monster. Now, before you speak on it, to even get to Piers Morgan, can you explain how that took place and why even take that interview to go forward?
Well, excuse me.
Bless us.
I can't say that I sought it out because I didn't. Truth is we didn't see it coming. But I have to credit Odell.
Shout out Odeezy.
My love. I have to credit him because since we've combined and joined forces and become a hell of an investigative journalism team. See, I'm the content, I'm the passion, I'm the voice. I'm also the brain, but I do too much by myself. That's the brain. That's the administrator. That's the bloodhound. And there were so many people that hacked into so many of my accounts. People didn't even know how to get in touch with me anymore. And Odell created that lane. And they reached out to him. Piers Morgan's producers called him directly. And we talked about it briefly, and I said, we have to do it. We have to. Because the one thing I know about Pierce Morgan is he is smart prey. And not only is he smart prey, he is a great conductor of information. He also vets things viciously. And I want to thank you for that. Because if my word is good enough to make it through Pierce Morgan's firewall of please don't sue me, then I guess he just vetted me for every ounce of real life content on this blue couch. We thank you for that.
Do you feel that Pierce Morgan allowed you to get, because you only have so many minutes. I know you don't know exactly how the show is going to be structured.
Yeah.
Did you get what you want to say out? And was there more for you to say? Of course there's more to say.
I'll never have enough to say.
Right.
There will never be enough screen time for me to say. But what I will say is, I'm grateful for the questions he asked. I'm grateful for the time he gave me to answer. And I pray that I was able to hit everything that needed to be hit for the public.
How did you feel about Vlad going after you?
I loved it. I saw the lineup immediately.
Right.
Especially when I saw the lawyer, Ariel, kid that came after.
Right.
What Pierce did was brilliant journalism.
Right.
He created a beef without there being one. And he created multiple episodes for confrontation after. It's brilliant.
It is, Vlad has said, you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yes.
He has never wanted you on a show. He has
Ever.
reached out to you.
You know what? Hold up. Drum roll. Where do I find that receipt?
Oh, we got, is there?
Let me check.
Yeah, there's receipts?
No, it's on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let me go over here to my baby's channel, Set in the West. Shout out to
Shout out
Set
to
in the West.
running the numbers up. Go there for all the exclusive.
You know, it's so funny.
As Jaguar's messages grew heavier, the internet shifted from curiosity to alarm, erupting in a wave of concern and unity. Supporters flooded her pages with urgent pleas and alerts, turning hashtags into digital SOS signals, while the tone across platforms changed from speculation to fear. Even 50 Cent, rarely rattled, suggested the industry has a history of turning on its own, implying that Jaguar's warnings might reflect something very real. Other artists echoed the concern, some quietly asking if she was safe, others hinting she may have stumbled onto information too dangerous to address openly. This was no longer surface-level worry or online noise. It felt like a collective intervention happening in real time. What once passed as entertainment had become a serious call for protection, hanging under one chilling question. If the threat feels this obvious, why does stopping it seem impossible?
Jack, what is the protocol for a woman that's getting an abusive relationship? What is she supposed to do?
Well, it all depends on who the man is.
Someone that's rich with power, like P. Diddy.
I wish somebody would ask why Tweet was so suicidal for so long, fucking around with Missy Elliott. You know, I'm just tired of motherfuckers lying about this.
People constantly covering it up.
Just lying. All the women that have been hurt. You know, I remember the first time that happened to me. Took me 8 weeks before I could cough without wanting to vomit. 2 cracked ribs. They beat everybody the same way.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's like there's a fucking handbook when they sign their record deals. How to fucking hurt her and keep her loyal. That was so fucking like gung-ho that he woke up out of his sleep to whoop her.
It's a fact. Running down the hallway, butt naked. It's crazy.
So what I would like to do, first of all, Jag, I want to say happy birthday.
Thanks.
I know you wake up to this on your birthday. You see
what
this,
a birthday gift, right?
Right.
But I want everybody to know that what they're watching is what set a lot of things that are happening now in motion. There is a moment where enough becomes enough.
Hey, Jag.
Hey, babe.
It's Angel. Hi.
I know who it is.
Happy birthday for me as well, honey. As fabulous as you are. I want to know, I know that you have mentioned in previous interviews that there's nowhere to go when you are dealing with physical abuse or assault, when you're in these situations with these men who are in these positions. That there's, everyone's being paid off in some sort of way. How, when you know that, hey, this is a detriment to my life, how do you go about it? Do you kind of tell anybody that will listen so that there's a record? Do you try to run? Can you run?
The more people you tell, the more danger you are in. Because everyone's going to pick what side they want to fall on. And if you have more people that are worried about dancing with the devil than dancing with the angels, then you're on your own. So it's better not to say anything. You got to vet everyone that you talk to thoroughly. Make sure they're not on the devil's take, and then
That's true.
you got to see if you can find somebody that's willing to be brave enough to.
Because, like, even let's just take Young Miami for an example. She's with Diddy right now. She gets paid around like $250K a month to do all these heinous things at these parties and with workers, and it goes very, very far. Now, the people that she's surrounded with, she's probably surrounded with girls, from the strip club or ones that want to be city girls. They're literally gonna tell her, "Yo, get that money." You know what I'm saying? Go through it. She's gonna have all this support, telling them to stay with this man.
To understand the risks surrounding Jaguar, you have to trace the names she's mentioned and the influence tied to them, because her claims target the highest levels of the music world. Over the years, she has accused powerful figures of control, betrayal, and coordinated silence, statements that shook both fans and insiders. Her most explosive remarks pointed toward Sean Diddy Combs, implying he carried undisclosed knowledge about Biggie's death, a suggestion that instantly froze conversations and sharpened attention behind closed doors. As she alluded to a hidden entertainment network that exploits and discards artists, the boundary between paranoia and exposure began to disappear. Whether driven by fear or conviction, her words forced an uneasy realization into the spotlight. In this industry, truth is treated like a threat, and anyone who speaks too loudly risks paying a serious price.
Y'all ain't seen yet. It's just taste.
Oof. Wow.
The thing that fucks me up is I know what Boo done for me. But I know there's another tape of me. And I'm just waiting to see where that's going. Wait to see another tape of me.
Oh, she's saying that there's another tape of her probably doing something, and she's having a feeling now as if it's gonna come up. Because at this point, she definitely has a good understanding that a lot of things are getting exposed right now. So that's probably been in the back of her mind. I wonder if what I did 20 years back or so, or 15 years back, is gonna come up.
Me up is.
Seems like the industry is falling apart right now.
Boo done for me. But I know there's another tape of me. And I'm just waiting to see where that's going.
Where do you think that thing stands for Young Miami, for Carisha?
I think that she just slit her rest.
Oh, Carisha's Young Miami. I didn't even know that.
Hate bitches like that. Those. I don't know why you complaining about eating shit. It's all right by me. I hate bitches like her. The sexy reds. Nicki Minaj. Cause see, those was already trash when they came. So they don't mind being shit all over. That's why they so overzealous. That's why they work so hard. See, it's easy for them. They used to it. Why y'all want everybody to be hurt as bad as yours? They be setting up just to watch them get wrong, so they can feel better about themselves. Don't you, Onika?
It's wicked. That's wicked.
That'd be the best birthday gift ever. All drop dead instantly.
So are you saying that like these female artists who are over in the public, they're that way for a particular reason because they're engaged in these
to what they're
sort of
damn near
behavior?
down for every last bit of it. That they ain't down for the Tootsie get them good. Ain't that right?
Bro, she knows. She was in their position before.
25 years I've been working in this town.
It's just like, it's too crazy for people to believe.
And where I'm at right now, I look to my left and I can see Marina Del Rey. Where I left Cat. And to my right, I see Santa Monica, where I shot my Coca-Cola commercial when I was pregnant with Sam.
I think that THC starting to kick in a little bit for Jag right now.
I look behind me and I see Sunset Boulevard. All those drugs and all that crime.
Over time, Jaguar Wright's reputation became radioactive. Opportunities disappeared, interviews stopped, and even former allies kept their distance, treating her as a warning rather than a voice. She was labeled the one who said too much and suffered for it, yet she refused to retreat. Her broadcasts grew more focused, her tone more resolute, insisting that while her platform could be limited, her truth could not. She alluded to stored material and first-hand proof that, if revealed, could challenge powerful figures and reshape how the industry is viewed. That resolve placed her in a dangerous middle ground, dismissed by some, feared by others, where isolation becomes the punishment for speaking out. In that narrow space, the price of honesty isn't applause, but distance, and for Jaguar, that cost threatens to be painfully high.
Just some of the ghosts are still walking around.
Well, Jag, we're so glad it's your birthday. We want you to Feel better for the rest of the day and ain't gonna
You
take up
know,
no more.
this time last year, I was in Loose Sterrett, not that far from where y'all at right now. The girls made me a spread. They made me an Oreo cookie fake, you know, the cake with the commissary. They pulled out the summer sausage.
Yo, Jag
They
is.
put it on for me.
Yeah. Jag is baking on something good. Whatever she baking on is mighty sticky.
Shout out to all my girls on the 7th floor, North Tower. Who knows where you might be celebrating your birthday next year? Just keep the faith. I woke up on a concrete slab on a yoga mat last year for my birthday, and this year I woke up in a suite. And I can see the ocean right there on the rip. You ain't gotta understand me, but please believe me. I don't lie. A month ago, I sat here on this very channel and I told y'all, put the boots to that girl.
You sure did.
Why don't y'all believe me? I don't know why they don't believe.
What's next, Jag? What's next?
A martini in a black dress. We're gonna figure out a way to make artistry cruelty-free. That's what's next for me.
That's dope. That's what's up.
Because the one person that should be saying something right now isn't. And that's Ryan Leslie. Because you were the man in her life before Diddy. He moved you just clean out the way. Or did he pay you to walk away? That would be the best interview in the world right now. Somebody interviewing Ryan Leslie about how he feels watching, and he loved Cassie.
We might need to look into that.
Swoon moved you out the way. And you're in Korea too. He punked you more than he punked Cuddy, and he blew up Cuddy's car. Wow. Why you just let
Ryan Leslie was just a singer and producer a couple years back, maybe like a decade back or so.
Just move, take your chick? Hey, you said nothing, Ryan Leslie. You adored Cassie. That first record, I know you listen to that and you probably cry. The question is, how much did Diddy pay you to give her up? Because technically, that could be considered trafficking.
Oh, snap.
That's what's next, Rook.
Jag.
Sheesh.
The saga continues.
Bro, it's like a trickle effect of just grimy actions, bro. I got a cramp. Worked out today, man. It happens. But
the response from Jaguar's peers has revealed how divided the music industry really is. Some, like Talib Kweli, showed real concern by sharing her messages and urging people to look out for her, while many others chose a calculated silence, hiding behind vague talk of wellness, without ever saying her name. That quiet feels intentional, a form of distance that says more than support ever could. Then there's 50 Cent, watching with the perspective of someone who's seen this pattern before, warning that the system often discredits voices first, only to later confirm what they tried to bury.